life. My name is Kelly Campbell, and I'm with Tears of Joy Puppet Theater Company. And I've had a great experience I've actually come to Glencoe several years in a row. And Tears of Joy Theater, we tour across the country with puppetry. We're one of the oldest puppet theater companies in the world, really. And I came in and got to help these kiddos put on their own puppet show. And this is thanks to your Run for the Arts funds that you guys just did this week. So all that running that you guys did, that's great programs, just like this. So this show that these kids are doing is kind of perfect timing and completely coincidental, is Where the Wild Things Are by Marie Sendak. So we'll begin because these guys are ready. So all my puppeteers in their ready position, hands on our popsicle sticks, hands on your rods, and that's how I know we're ready. Yes? Yes. All right. So Where the Wild Things Are. Well, that night, Max and Maxine made all sorts of trouble. Puppets up in front of your face. They jumped around. They made silly noises. They roared really loud. Oh, and when their cat and dog came up, they chased him around the house. Oh dear! The dog barked. The cat meowed. And Max and Maxine laughed and laughed. And the cat and dog ran to hide. Their brother and sister came down. And the sister said,
"Give me back my Barbie toy."
and the brother?
"Give me back my toy."
But Max and Maxine just laughed and laughed, which made their brother and sister cry and call for their mom and dad. Their mom, dad, and grandma came right down. In front of your face, come on down. We're super giggly. The dad said, "Be nice to your brother and sister."
Be nice to your brother and sister.
The mom said,
Be nice.
and the grandma,
Give them back their toys.
well, that night as they had dinner, they all were eating dinner, but Max and Maxine chewed with their mouth open and made all sorts of rude noises. So the mom, dad, and grandma said to them,
Go to your room.
and as the mom, dad, and grandma headed off, the brother and sister head off. And as Max and Maxine were on timeout in their room, a forest grew around them. First animal noises, and the wind, the crunching of the leaves. As the forest grew, it got louder, and as the forest grew, an ocean roared up, and Max and Maxine's own private boat appeared, and they set sail across the ocean. And as they sailed across the ocean, first 2 sea monsters appeared. Then more sea monsters appeared. Scoot over a little bit, you guys. And then a group of mermaids came down. Great job, mermaids. And all the sea monsters, oh, there's a group of mermaids all smushed together. And all the sea monsters sang their sea monster song. And you guys can join in since you probably know it. Repeat after me. Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Darling, it's better.
Down where it's wetter.
Down where it's wetter.
Down where it's wetter.
Take it from me.
Take it from me.
And the sea monsters rolled their oogly boogly eyes. They gnashed their terrible teeth. They showed their horrible claws and fins. They swished their tails. They all roared. Until Max and Maxine said,
Be
All the sea monsters froze, then bowed to their new king and queen. And one by one they each said, the first one said,
You are king and queen.
the next one,
You are king.
next,
You are the greatest.
the next one.
Be our king and queen. Be our king and queen.
The next mermaid, or sorry, you're next, and the cyclops.
Stay here forever.
The next monster,
You are the king and queen of all the sea monsters.
the next one,
You are our king and queen.
the next one,
You are our king fish.
and the last.
You are our queen.
Oh, and they all once again bow to their king and queen. They wave to them as the sea monsters, first the mermaids, head back to their watery home. Then the first group of sea monsters head back to their watery home. And the last group of sea monsters head on back. And Max and Maxine sail on. All the way down to that next one. And when they land on the far shore, they land the land of the wild things. The first group of wild things comes down. More wild things, come on over here. Come on now, wild things. And all the wild things, puff it up in front of your faces. Puff it up, show them your puppets. And all these wild things sing their wild thing song. Come on, Jedi. We have some Jedi wild things as well. And they all sing their song. 1, 2, 3. We are wild things. One more time, everybody. We are wild things. One more time. We are wild things. Nice. Oh, yes. They all roll their oogly boogly eyes. They gnash their terrible teeth. They show their terrible claws. They stomp their terrible feet. They all roar! Until Max and Maxine say,
Be still.
and all the wild things freeze. And then bow to their new king and queen. And they all say, one at a time, they say, the first wild thing says,
You are the king and queen.
the next one,
You are the greatest.
the next guy.
Uh,
You say, you're awesome! He uses his Jedi powers, just mentally tell them nothing. The next one says,
You're king.
the next one.
Queen
The next one. You're a king and queen. What do you want to say? You don't want to say anything? Okay, and the last one.
You're the king of the world.
Awesome. So Max and Maxine scratch their chins and scratch their heads. They think of what their first order as king and queen will be. Their first order of king and queen, and they declare,
Party.
and the wild ruckus began. They all party. Let's see these party. Party, party, party. Let's see them dance. Party, party, party. They're dancing. Let's see them dancing. They're dancing, 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 dancing. Wild rumpus. Oh, they're such wild rumpusing. Wild rumpus. When Max and Maxine start to get really tired, and no one's paying attention to them, they get a little lonely. So they say to the wild things,
We're going home.
all the wild things cry and say no! But they wave goodbye to their new king and queen. And the first group of wild things heads on back to their wild homes. And the other wild things head on back to their wild homes. Head on back to your wild home, my friends. What? The wild things are still heading back to their home. As Max and Maxine once again set sail on their boat back across the ocean. And once again, the sea monsters come on down. The mermaids on over here. Sea monsters head on down. And Max Maxine say to them all, "We're going home."
We're going home.
Oh, the sea monsters say no, and they start to cry. But they wave their new king and queen goodbye, and once again swim off to their watery homes. And Max and Maxine sail on. And as they return to their room, their boat disappears. Their cat and their dog come out. Their brother and sister. Their mom, dad, and grandma. And Max and Maxine say to them all, the dog barks. The cat meows. The sister says.
It's okay.
The brother.
It's okay.
The dad.
It's okay. You're supposed to go with good practice.
The mom.
I love you.
And the grandma.
It's okay.
And all together, all of them say to Max and Maxine, "You are the wildest wildling." And now all of my wild things, everybody stand up, because these are the true wild things. Woo!